Good morning, team. Welcome to day 139 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. If you knew you could change your whole life in 30 days, would you do it? Well, you can. Join us for 30 days in a row. You won't recognize yourself. Every day we get together, we've got 5 steps to do so. We get up nice and early. We don't press snooze. We prime our minds, prime our bodies, get some good intensity to change our chemistry. We clear our minds, and then we make actual focused progress on our goals every day. Do it. Let's go. First thing, we choose our first thoughts of the day. So what you're going to do, grab yourself a counterbalance if you need. I've got a dumbbell here. You can grab onto a door frame, whatever you need. And basically come on down into, we call a paleo squat, feet underneath the hips. Come down into a relaxed position, hold on if you feel like you're gonna fall backwards. And we're gonna choose our first thoughts of the day with I am responsible. I will make time between stimulus and response. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. I choose gratitude. I wanna choose my first thoughts of the day because if I don't, I'm gonna think just my default thoughts that are running through from my lifetime of training and my negative thinking. So I want to know that I'm responsible for my life and whatever happens, it's up to me, negative or positive. I want to make time so that I'm giving a better response to those around me. I want to know that I can take a little step and make progress every day and not focus on the big goal and be overwhelmed. And then I want to make sure that I'm actually appreciating the things that I have and not just seeing the faults and the negative. So I want to make sure that I'm practicing gratitude as well. So I say those every morning, we do it together, and we make mental progress in changing our defaults. So next step, we're gonna get moving. Warm up time. You may notice on there that we've officially made the burpees part of the warm up. Good morning, Yaroslav. Good morning, Jody. Good morning, Jason. Good to see you guys this morning. So you'll see the burpees are now officially part of the warm-up. So we're gonna start with that. We're just gonna call that our first movement of the day. And I like them because it's like you're just forcing yourself to get up off the floor, you're forcing yourself to get up out of bed and start moving. So we're gonna get 20 burpees here. If you're new and you haven't done a burpee before, get yourself into this position and then get yourself up and celebrate. I don't care how you do it. Just get yourself down, get yourself up. That's 3 for me. If 20 is too much for a warm up, then do less. So let's just start getting down, getting up, getting the blood flow happening. Starting to tell our body that we're gonna do something a little more intense. So how are we doing here this morning, team? I've lost count. This is probably maybe 7. Maybe we'll count together. Just nice and easy. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Get that dry mouth going. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18, 19, and 20. We're awake. Look at that, 5 minutes. 5 minutes in and we're going. It's crazy how that jacks up the heart rate so much more when you haven't done anything yet. All right, next piece. This right here. Look at that. Yeah. We're gonna go 2 rounds. Some hip flexor warm up in the form of knee raises. We'll go good mornings. Your goal is here to keep a nice proud chest, move around the hip joint. We'll get some lunges. What I'm looking for is a nice vertical shin at the bottom here, heels on the ground. You can support yourself if necessary, hold on to the wall. Then we'll get a few more burpees. Just get yourself down, get yourself up, you get that one. And then we'll do a few squats, feet underneath the shoulders, hips down and back till they're below the knees. Feet stay nice and evenly distributed in terms of weight distribution. And then stand it up. So we'll get a couple rounds here, get a little extra warm up so we're ready for our intensity. And we can talk a little bit about this idea of what you can do in 30 days. I think people think that, it's the same concept as this I will focus on progress over perfection idea, that people think that, well, 2 things. I mean, we do this, people think that they overestimate what they can achieve in a day and underestimate what they can achieve in, any longer duration. We struggle to see long term. We want instant gratification, so it's very easy for us to see, hey, I want this right now, and that may be unrealistic, but we underestimate the power of compounding actions, and what you could achieve in, at the minimum 30 days, but especially over a year, 3 years, 5 years. And if you just did this, right? The early wake up, the prime your mind, getting the intensity, and then making sure you make an hour of progress afterwards on your homework, what you can accomplish in 30 days is more than enough to see solid momentum to drive motivation forward, right? If you're going from not exercising or not moving towards your goals at all, and you do this for 30 days, the amount of progress you're going to be able to accumulate, 1, just in your fitness, but 2, in that new endeavor, in that goal that you're working on, like what 30 hours will do, especially if it's consecutive in terms of one day after the next, and you can build on that momentum, as opposed to doing an hour one day and then an hour the next week, and so on and so forth, and breaking it up. If you just move consistently for 30 days on your goals, you got to make progress. So if you're looking to change your life, or somebody who is, a 30-day commitment isn't that long in the grand scheme of things, and the amount of momentum and progress you can create in that time can definitely, be enough to generate the fire to keep going. And obviously you can, you're not going to build a forever habit in 30 days, but it's the beginning, and you're on the way to building something that could be lifelong, a really deep, strong habit. So I think what I'm getting at here is that, don't try to achieve your goals in a day, because that's unrealistic. But I think we're often unrealistic in the other direction. We underestimate the amount of progress we can make in, a relatively short amount of time if we're consistent. So I think that's the takeaways. It doesn't happen right away, but it happens faster than you think if you do it consistently. So 30 days, you make a huge change in your life. All right, team, let's talk about how we're feeling a little bit today. We're gonna get a little bit of extra prep here. Let's get into that. Where are we here? Okay, so today's workout format is the same as usual. Although we are going to throw in some new formats going forward, probably, especially Thursday. We got a special workout for Jason Thursday. But 2 movements today. We're going to alternate for 10 minutes between those 2. Say 30 seconds of each. The first one is going to be a single leg box jump, and the second one is going to be a hanging knee to elbow. We're going to get a little bit more prep here first. So for the single leg box jump, first thing we're going to do is just support yourself, and we're going to do some calf raises just to start out. So I'm just going to come up on one foot. You could even go heel, toe, and just rocking back and forth. Wow. Get at least 10 on that one side. We'll switch. You can go 5, 5, 5, 5. You may notice that one is far better than the other. That right ankle doesn't have the same range of motion. So get 10 per side. Jody, this morning came up quickly, lol, warming up nicely. Yeah, the more I think about this potential time change, the more I don't know, starting to like it, but I don't know. I think if we can get people this time to keep it, I don't know. I like the feedback you guys have been giving me. Okay, next, we're just gonna go with a little bit of hopping. So both feet, you can either just rock up onto the calves or just get a little bit of hopping, like as if you were doing some skipping. Just warm up the ankles and the calves. It's starting to burn already. And then the last one before we start jumping is just going to be a little bit of single foot hopping. So maybe 10 at least per side, just up on one foot and just hopping. You can do a little side to side, just warming up all the little muscles in the feet and the ankles. If they're still feeling stiff, right? If your ankles are feeling like they're cracky when you do this, I'd get in a little bit more of the calf raise, a little more double foot hop, and then you can get back into that single once it feels like it's not, tight and cranky. Wow, it's incredible how limited one foot is here. Okay, that's feeling pretty warm. So let's talk about our 2 movements. First one is the single leg box jump. And that may sound intimidating. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of different options here. So first option is a step up. So you can start as low or as high as you want. If you're gonna go, an option is gonna be a 2-foot jump. And if you wanna do that higher, you can always do that as well. So option number 1, I'm just gonna do a step up. So foot on, step up, step down. You can alternate or do them all on one leg. You can do that low, you can do that high, whatever you prefer. If you're good with jumping, right? So that's the stage if you don't wanna jump at all. If you're good with jumping, but we're not yet ready for single leg, you can go 2-foot hop. So just 2-foot takeoff, hinge, take the arms back, jump, land, and stand. And obviously that could be done on a higher one as well. So either we're gonna step, we're gonna 2-foot jump, or a single leg jump. And this can start as low as you want, right? You can put down I would say a piece of paper, but that's gonna slide out of the way. You can put something really thin down there and just try it single leg. So I like the idea of take the foot off the ground first that you're not jumping with, arms back, little hinge, and then jump and stand. The balance on there I find is the most challenging part once you land on it. So feel free to get up there, put both feet down, step off. You can alternate, come back to the other foot, step back. Whatever is comfortably uncomfortable and gives you a challenge. Let me know in there if you need an option for this. Jody says, not gonna lie, one-legged jump is not easy. Just try. Yeah, that's why we're doing them. So just make sure you choose a height that's accessible. You can always work your way up each round. You can start low and then go higher. But let me know if you guys need any modifications or anything for that, if you need to change it up. Obviously, we'll warm that up a little bit more as we go. I'm just gonna explain these movements. Number 2 is gonna be a knee to elbow or some other variation that looks something like that. So, guess you probably wanna see, huh? So what that's gonna look like, and I'll show a few. If you have a bar that's pretty stable and you've got a little swing, feel free, just gonna hang. We're gonna go knees to the, well, you can go knees to elbows if you want, which requires a little bend at the elbow. Right, that's kind of your top option. I'm a little bit scared of that. Kind of think that might fall off the wall, but you know, we may have a blooper. Option number 2 is just hang and do a knee raise, right? Bring them up as high as you can. Trying to maintain that standard. If that's really challenging, you could always just hang. And then if you don't have something to hang on, a good option would be, again, ooh, this isn't comfortable, like some sort of tuck up, just demoing it on the bumper plate. Basically lean back, bring the knees into the chest, and do one of these guys. Obviously, we're not getting the stimulus of the hang, but you can still get a good hip flexion and ab stimulus. So let's take a minute here, set up your gear, test out anything that you need to test out. And then while you're doing that, make sure that you press the like button. If you haven't subscribed, do that, but I think you guys have. And then maybe mark your calendar for November 11th for the 4,000 burpee pull-ups that Job's gonna do. And you know I want you to join school. Start your own community, use our link. Join our community. That's where the fun's at. All right, so I'm gonna work my way up here as you should, right? Start with something that's comfortable, work your way up as you warm up. Just testing out your options, getting ready for intensity. So far that feels pretty good. Hopefully we don't fall down here today. I think the last time I did these, I had a little trip. Whoa, yeah, just stubbed the toe on that one. Definitely want to focus on what you're doing here so that you don't have a mishap. Lots of attention on that one. As usual, obviously, you could choose a high option and do, a more challenging option, do less reps, or call it a harder option. Or no, sorry, did I say more reps there, less reps? An easier option and do more, get the cardio higher, or a more challenging option, do less reps. Seems high now. Whoa, not as confident on that side, but that feels pretty good. Doable at least, get chalk. All right, team, let's get a couple thumbs up here if we're feeling pretty good. Joey says, told ya, haha, it takes some concentration. It absolutely does. As I said, I'm pretty sure the last time I did this, I did fall down. So hopefully we don't do that today. All right, so I'm pretty good. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready. And I'm just gonna see if I can, that's not what I wanted. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll leave it there. No, I blew it now. It's all right, team. I'm giving you a minute to get ready anyways. That's probably looks so bad. I'm switching it on the fly. All right, let's do it. Okay, so as we're saying here, we've got 10 minutes. Every minute on the minute, we're gonna alternate movements. Movement 1 is gonna be our single leg box jump, whatever height works for you best. 30 seconds-ish of work. You can go a little bit more if you wanna push the cardio. And then the other minute, you're gonna go knees to elbows or knee raises or tuck ups if you don't have a bar to hang on. So if you are ready, team, Yaroslav, Jason, thumbs up. Ready? Make sure the wife didn't adjust this. All right. I'm good to go. So let's do it. 10 seconds. Let's go, team. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Wow.
Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you
All right, there's
how
10.
you fight in the ring, how you take a
Do that for first round.
Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars? Got
Go,
some needs?
Yaroslav.
Are you willing to go bleed?
10.
I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the
2,
crown.
1. Go ahead.
Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to
There's 10. I am slightly concerned. I don't know if I should be. 30 seconds. $20 seconds. One of each down, team. Let's go. If you do this for 30 days, you won't recognize yourself. We change the workout every day. 10 seconds. Different every day. Keep challenging yourself. 5, 3, 2, 1.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to
No
do
rep.
just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters.
Miscounted here.
Yo, downers. I swear to God, they all let me down.
10 seconds.
I always fought just
We're
to
moving
wear the
fast.
crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns.
3, 2,
We're all taught they
1.
deserve an ounce.
Oh.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
There's 11. That's pretty good. Haven't broken it yet.
Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free.
15.
So show me what you got, what you bring.
Two of each down, 3 to go.
How you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed?
Ready? 3,
I swear to God,
2,
they all let me down.
1.
I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if
10. Those aren't fast. 10 seconds. Knees to elbows, knee raises, whatever you got. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over
12.
I put towards my dreaming.
I'm
But
still
the
scared
only
that's
thing
gonna
in
fall
life
off
that
the
has
wall
meaning
at the door.
are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
30 seconds.
Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability.
6 down,
They want
4 to go.
credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower.
You going, Doug?
Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And
those shoes.
all the
10.
doubters, they're just your downers.
No, go.
I swear to God they all let me down. I
3,
always fought just to wear the
2,
crown.
1,
Off at these
go.
clowns who were all taught they deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me
It's
what
12.
you got,
10
what you
seconds.
bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got
3,
some scars, got some
2,
needs. Are you willing to
1, go ahead.
I swear to God they don't let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they don't let me down. I always fought just to
12. Those are starting to add up. One more of each team. 30 seconds. Let's go. Sorry, Jody, I yawned. 20 seconds. Last set of each. Let's go. Come on. Then we got push-ups. 80 of them or something. Excuse me. 5, 3, 2, 1, go.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be
12.
sour, take a cold
Last set here, toes to bar, knees to elbows.
Work until you're prouder and all the doubters, they're just your downers.
5, 3,
Swear to God, they
2,
don't let me down.
1,
I always
go.
fought just to
Maple,
wear the
no.
crown.
No.
Off at these
No,
fucking
stop it.
clowns who were all taught they deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
No. Good job, team.
Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems, man, it's
Peak
hard
time,
to be
15
seen.
seconds, finish up.
When everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all wanna ring,
10.
yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking
3,
swing.
2,
Do you got
1.
heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you...
Good job, team. Take a minute. Catch your breath. Fantastic work. I just want us to remember, don't forget this feeling. Right? Yeah, you might be a little bit out of breath. Might be feeling a little bit beat up. But like, excuse me, I mean, I feel fantastic. I feel like anything that I want to do, any task that I want to attack, like I'm ready, I'm good to go. Jody says, goodness, that was not easy, but awesome. Which one was tougher, Jody? What option did you do for the hang, and then which one was more challenging, the jump or the knee to elbows? It's funny, knees to elbows seem like almost a scaling option for toes to bar, but because in order to get to the elbow you need to bend the arm, I find it becomes even more challenging, to be honest. Or like you really need to lean back behind it to get the knee to the elbow. I think they're very real. Okay. All right, I'm breathing. Let's see. You know what we got next? We're getting there though. Today is 80 for me, which means 85, 90, 95, 100. What's that? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. By next week, we're going to be doing a new format for our extra work. So feel free once again to think about some ideas. I think I've already got 3 of the 5 days more or less planned out. So if you want to give some input for those other 2 days of the week, and also understand that we're not going to do those forever, right? We'll do them for a section of time, and then we'll switch it up depending on what other kind of goals we want to hit. All right, push-up time, team. Let's get a little bit of prep here. So I've got a band, but if you don't have a band, feel free to just hinge over at the hips, and we'll do some pull-aparts. You can do some tees. Jody says both. My grip on the knees to elbows was very tough. 8-inch one-legged jumps. Don't sound high or hard to make, but it was. Yeah, I mean, if you never do those single, it's intimidating, it's scary. This is maybe like, I don't know, 18 inches, but like the height is not important. It's a challenge. It's important. It's scary for sure. Yaroslav says, that was hard. That's the goal. That's the point. So just take a minute here if you're not already. And if you have a band, pinch those shoulder blades together. Otherwise, get into a hinge position and get some tees. See if we can loosen up the shoulders a little bit before we go here. And then maybe we'll get a couple warm-up reps while I chat about the standard here. So if you're new, what we're doing is we're following Do Hard Things 365 right now for our extra work. Right after our session, we'll do a little bit of extra work, opportunity work. Some people call it weakness work, right? Find an area that you need a little bit extra work and focus. So for us, we're doing this push-up challenge, and basically what it is we're adding push-ups every day in one consecutive set. So what this looks like is you're gonna hang out in your push-up position or do push-ups. Right, what I'm looking for standard-wise here is that we start at a full lockout. Notice the straight elbow, fully not bent, that the chest comes to the floor, makes contact, and then we come back to a full lockout. And you can hang out in this position. You can go side to side in your plank. We just want to avoid piking into a down dog, and we want to avoid the knees coming down. So the whole set, you stay on your hands and feet in the plank. You can rest in that plank or side to side, or you can do push-ups, but that's it. We want to try not to take breaks where we actually get out of that position. And yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable and challenging, but that's the idea. So let's get this going. I like to have a little sweat catcher here. Makes me less likely to slide out of position and land on my face. All right, team. This makes me nervous because each day they get harder and harder, but I think that's the point. So let's stop procrastinating. Let's get to our push-ups. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit, and I'm going to probably lose track again. Yesterday, actually I didn't recount yesterday, but I did 5 extra the day before, so. All right, team, no more procrastinating. Ooh, I'm nervous. All right, team, let's do this. 10 seconds. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Three.
Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Great. Halfway. 41.
Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
50.
Let's go.
53.
Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, pushing till I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep in, bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart. But picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
72. 73. 76. 7. 8. 79. 80. Good job, team. Jody says, push-ups check. You're looking strong, coach. Excellent work. I wish my counting was strong. I think that might be, that's probably a PR plank for me. I'm not sure I've ever been in a plank for 6 minutes. I know it's moving around, but definitely feels like a plank the whole time. Great work, team. How were the push-ups? Jason, Yaroslav, how do they feel, man? How we doing? Jason, you're like at least 85 today, aren't you? Ooh.
I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9.
Let's take a sec here and breathe. That camera's not right. Oh, team. I don't need to convince you guys of this. You get it. What's happening here? That if you show up, especially consistently, the changes that you can make, I mean, even in a short time like 30 days, very real. Okay, all right, let's get into a couple stretches here. We're definitely going to start with our chest stretch for the push-ups. So I'm going to get one arm just up the wall here a little bit, and I'm going to turn away from it. Just turn the body away from that hand. You could also go elbow against the wall and turn away from the elbow. As long as you're feeling a stretch through the chest there, then that's the goal. And we'll maybe get a minute here per side. Whew. I love it. We can talk about here, guys, we can talk about this potential time shift, although I think I've spoken to each one of you about it. but it's definitely a consideration of going to 5:45. I've spoken to a couple people who, have said that they're trying to come or that they'd like to come, and they say that 5:45 would be better. But I don't know, I still waffle, right? Part of my, black and white brain says, hey, no, this is when the discipline happens. We need to make sure that there's enough time to do your extra homework. My concern is that my kids are going to be up and, this is going to interfere with that. So I don't know. I'm definitely open to your thoughts. I know you guys are open to the idea, and I appreciate that. I'm still waffling. I mean, yeah, would I love an extra hour of sleep? Okay, let's switch sides here. Probably. But is that going to, take away from the system? Is it going to take away from our ability to make as much progress? I will wait for y'all. Jody says 5 is a badge of honor, but 6 a.m. I will wait for y'all. Will you still get up really early, Jody, or would you sleep in a little bit more? And really, I'm not going to push this back so much that it's not, if I do, obviously, this is not set in stone, but if we do, it's not going to be past 6 o'clock, right? I'm not really interested in changing all this branding. So I figure if we do, 5:30 or 5:45, as long as it's still within that 5 o'clock hour, we're still going to call it the 5 a.m. squat club. So, I don't know. I don't see a whole lot of detriment to it aside from, if it starts to push into the time that the girls are up and if that hinders my ability to get this work done. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe we go there and if it doesn't work, we go back, but that might be challenging for people. I don't know. Jason, Yaroslav, talk to me. How were those push-ups? How long we've been in this one? That's been probably a minute and a half as well. I guess while we're here, don't forget November 11th, Remembrance Day. We're doing a version of Chad 1000. Lots and lots of step-ups. Get yourself a ruck or something, or a backpack if you got it. Obviously, that's still a ways off. And then, what a stretch. Whew. And then consider joining us on school. Jody says there's hundreds, if not thousands, of folks at boxes and gyms at 5 a.m. on the East Coast. We got to find them, start their day here. I love it. Yeah, I don't know. We've never had a 5 a.m. I think we've had a 5:30 at our gym, but never a 5 a.m. class. I don't know how big. I think it always depends on the time of year for people. The summers kind of aren't as busy for those early morning classes. But as long as you guys are good with it, we'll make sure that it works. Let's move on. All right. Last thing you got to do, and obviously that's what we're talking about here, whether this is going to still fit. If this time is still going to allow for this section, right? This homework section. And I guess it all depends on what your life looks like. If you've got a job that you go into, is this going to push it back so much that you don't have your hour to get your work done before you go to your job? Right? That's really my main concern. If we are to push this time back, why don't we, what did we do today? Single leg box jumps. Let's do this. Let's just get into a quad stretch. So I'm just going to grab a foot, try to point that knee straight down to the floor. Try not to let it be out in front, and just pull it back and down. Jody says, love the farm live yesterday. Yeah, that was for you, Jody. I mean, I saw that heifer out and I was like, crap, I might as well find her or go get her in. And then I remembered, well, Jody wants me to see if I can make a live doing something else. So I did. I do waffle about that though. I mean, I would say our algorithm is still figuring out who we are and where we should be going. And I'm wondering if I put in, something that's not this, if that's going to confuse it more. Also, I didn't love that I did it vertical. I was watching it later and it's kind of fuzzy and you can't really see the animals super well. I don't know. I think maybe if we get a little bit, let's switch sides here if you haven't. If we get a little more of a following, then that might be more intriguing, because I do, that is definitely part of the brand. I want to make sure people understand that we're talking personal accountability. We're talking about health. We're not just talking about getting some exercise in here. So showing that, I think, is useful, but I'm just wondering if it's, early in our algorithm, and that could potentially, that knee's coming forward, if that could potentially confuse the algorithm about who we are. But obviously I like doing that stuff because I like being out there with the animals. So I don't know. But on that note, as we start to wrap up here and you start to get ready for your day, remember, you've done this exercise, which is fantastic for your body, fantastic for your mind, but make sure that we do our homework, right? Take that hour now before you get off to your regular stuff and work on that project. Write that book, read that course that you're taking, work on your side gig. Megan, just finished my 4:30 class. I want to say good morning and have a great Tuesday. You too, Megan. 4:30. Are you at an affiliate doing a 4:30 class? And if so, what affiliate? That is hardcore. Love it. Megan, someday maybe join us on the weekend. What do you think? But on that note, if you don't know what your homework is, if you don't know what you should be working on, an exercise for this is the perfect day experiment or the perfect day exercise. You close your eyes and you think about, where do I want to be? Like, what does my perfect life look like? And once you can picture that, you go, coaching Tabata at the Pentagon? You're going to have to give us more details about that. Like the Pentagon? Come on. You can't leave us hanging with that. Megan, do you actually work at the Pentagon? Are you military, or? I feel like we need more here. I'll keep talking perfect day, and then hopefully you can reply to us on that. That's very cool. I'm assuming it's probably not, but now I can't stop staring at this because I want to see a response. But you close your eyes, do your perfect day. What is missing, right? What is that thing? Is it time freedom? Is it, yes, the 5-sided puzzle palace? So legit at the Pentagon. Are you military? Are you civilian? Or I'm active duty Air Force. Very cool. Meg, I'm going to get you and Judy on Sandbag Saturday. Yeah. So Megan, I'll give you a question. We're considering, although if you're a 4:30 or you're probably not, but we're considering moving this back an hour to 5:45. Still within the 5 o'clock hour, but I mean, if you've got an affiliate that you, or the Pentagon that you train at, that's crazy. Then that's fine, right? I'm not trying to pull anybody away from affiliates. When I'm at my gym, I love it, right? Being able to work out with that community, that's part of what makes this whole program effective, is the community and the accountability that comes from that. So if you have access to an affiliate, go do it. I'm an affiliate owner. I believe strongly in that. So, don't ditch your affiliate for us. But if there's days that you don't make it in, or, on the weekends you want to join us, create the habit, keep the habit. I love it. Thank you very much, Megan, for stopping in. I just do Sentinel training so I can join. This is also something I've been thinking about, actually, because I'm not married to any program, which I've mentioned here before. I'm thinking, obviously, we'd have to modify some stuff because, we only have so much gear. I'm not going to do bar muscle ups. I'm not going to do rope climbs. I'm not going to be able to travel 50 feet to do walking lunges or whatever. But I've been thinking about, why don't we do like a week of mayhem or Sentinel or whatever. We could do a month of it. We could do whatever. I'm not married to programming. I'm just married to habit creation, quality movement, constant variance, intensity, functional movements. But in terms of the program, I am open to anything. So if you guys want to follow a certain program, at least for a period of time, to test it out, play around, I am open to any suggestions. So, I mean, if it's, I know obviously this demographic right here is a little bit of Sevon, so we are CrossFitters, and obviously being in that Sevon universe and Taylor's programming, I'm happy to try that for a while. So something we can keep in mind. You guys can keep waffling around, but that's not what I meant to say. You guys can rattle that around in your minds and see if we want to give that a go for a bit. Because I remember at our gym we've done a lot. We did a lot of comp train. We did outlaw for a while. We've done cap. We've done a whole bunch of different things. So I don't believe there is a perfect program. I believe the perfect program is the one that you do consistently. So I am open. All right, on that note, make sure you do your homework. And then tomorrow, I think I tried to program something a little bit easier for tomorrow because Thursday is going to be very challenging. You guys know Jason has been asking about Macho Man. And so that is what we're going to do Thursday. And I am nervous because the barbell makes me hurt. Tomorrow is going to be hollow rocks and dumbbell lunges, maybe in like a farmer's carry. And then Thursday, I'm nervous, but Thursday is going to be Macho Man. So get ready. Yeah, thanks for hopping in, Megan. I very much so appreciate it. You have a great day as well. Protect your country. I appreciate what you do. I actually tried to join the military here quite a while ago as a pilot. Didn't work out. Either way, team, love you guys. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.